Etsy summer camp. Are you flunking in your Etsy shop? Summer is the perfect time to be working on your shop. Things are generally quieter. And I just thought a couple of years ago, I was involved in presenting for Etsy U. That was the Etsy University that Etsy themselves ran, and I just participated in doing a little bit of presenting. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I did an Etsy summer camp? Because let me explain. um, also, often every summer, I think I should do some step by steps what we should all be working on. And also, every summer, I think I really need to be working on stuff in my shop. And I never get round to doing either of them really because I'm too worried about doing both of them. And then I thought, I can do both together. I so for this Etsy summer camp, this is going to be the step by step things that I think. Well, I don't like to be prescriptive. I don't like to tell you what to do, but steps that you can take every week to hopefully improve your shop. If you want to, you can follow along with me and hopefully we can all get a better shop together, better shops, and we'll be ready for the rush when it happens. Let's hope it happens this year for sure. So the very first thing I want to do is the low-hanging fruit day, how to optimize some of the listings that are not doing well at all. Let's dive into that. So I'm going to use eRank and I'm going to use my free account because I don't show you that often enough. It is far easier to use my expert account that I get from eRank. I also work for eRank, so I get access to these things myself, but I thought I'd show you my free account. So there's stuff missing, and let me show you how to work your way around this. Now, you don't need to use eRank to find your worst performing listings, just dig into your stats, but eRank does help, makes it a bit quicker for me. So we're going to go to listing optimizations, listing audits, and then I'm going to click this down now. Last week, I did a webinar for eRank on the listing audits, which is why it's front of my mind saying I need to do some stuff on this. And I also hadn't really looked at what it looked like in the free account. So this is all front of my head, but I saw how to find a listing and everything. But I thought, let's work together on how to actually make a listing better. Now, firstly, if you haven't done this before, your listing audits, or most places on Etsy, you can change the columns that you want to have here. I am going to image grade, total sales, SEO tips, visibility, and total views. You can add any other things. Age can be handy, but that's what I'm choosing for this one. Now, in the free account, we don't get to see the grade and we don't get to see the visibility. So it's a little more tricky, but hey, I said I'm going to work with what we've got to work with. Now, SEO tips is what we're going to use here. These are literally low-hanging fruits. eRank looks at what Etsy best practices are and shows you real glaring things that you're missing on doing. Now, this isn't talking about whether you've picked good keywords or your listing's good or whatever. This is just like the dumb mistakes you've made. So it's the easiest thing to do, but don't try and sort out every one of your listings and try and get them to an A grade or something. This is just pick out the low-hanging fruit. So what I'm going to do is filter by the SEO tips. Now, you have to upgrade to see your visibility score, I'm afraid, so we can't see that. But SEO tips, I see the ones with the highest SEO tips, and I can see the number of sales, and I can see the total views. So I want to pick on listings that have a high number of things what I can fix, a high number of that's such good English, isn't it? And hopefully a low number of views and sales. Now, if the listing sold 10 years ago and hasn't done anything since, don't want to worry about changing it. But like this little guy here, he sells quite a lot. He's had 7,000 views. he's still getting hearts and views and everything. So I know from like looking in my Etsy shop regularly, I know I don't really want to change that one because I don't want to break it. The same, a few of these have had sales, but straight away, this little guy hasn't had a single sale. It's got a ton of tips, and it's a fairly old listing to have only 570 views. So I can't break anything by fixing this. So I'm going to click my listing audit button and let eRank help me with what things I might have messed up here. The first thing I'm going to do, now I've just asked for some updates on eRank. This is the fun thing about working at eRank. When I'm working on something, I can go, hey guys, I would really love a thing. So I've asked for something else to be updated, and it should be updated in the next version in the next set of releases. So I'll let you know when that's there. That'll make what we're doing here even easier. But the first thing I'm going to do here is in the notes column. This is where you can add notes to yourself, and I'm going to say to myself, updated 15th 07/24. Why don't I put, I'm not saving a file. I've been saving so many files. Yes, we can put this. And yes, I'm in the UK, so we put it that way around. So I'll save that to start with. And this means when I come back to this, I can see when I saved it. Can add more notes about what I changed and why later on. But let's have a look at this guy. So he's not made any sales. Current traffic stats, barely no one's visiting him. It's really, I made it 11 years ago and it's had so few visits. It had a few favorites and stuff. Yeah, here when we click on it, I can see the grades a C. It's not the worst in the world, but I'm still thinking it's pretty rubbish with all these factors in. Visibility 29%. I don't think this is a great listing. Now, what you can do here, your superstar keyword, type in the thing that you were trying to optimize for. I, at the minute in time, don't have a superstar keyword in my head. Let's go. And what I might do when I come back to this, I might try and optimize further for this keyword. But when you put this in, eRank's now going to look at this and say, have I optimized for this keyword? Yes, kind of. It says needle felt dog, felt terrier. Well, needle felted, Etsy obviously understands. But yes, I have that in my title tags and description. So it's optimized for that keyword. But let's see what eRank is suggesting changes I could make. Put your most important keywords near the start of your title. This is just, it's not, it won't help you rank higher. It could just help you convert better. It might help people want to click on your item. So do I want to move that further? Yes, I could go more custom needle felt dog Cairn art, Cairn art. I could improve that. Title may be hard to read. Again, if you try and keyword stuff too much, it looks like a Wish, an AliExpress, a Temu listing rather than something quality. It's not necessarily bad. Experiment with things. I've got single word tags. I've got potentially spelling mistakes. I don't have enough images. I don't have alt text. I can definitely fix that. I have no attributes. Good grief. Pam, hand in your influencer badge just now. Haven't got a video. I'll have to do that in future, but definitely know what I've done there. And I can add materials. So let's have a look. What does the AI title helper come up with? This is handy. Yeah, I do like a lot of that better. At the minute in time, Listing Helper hasn't done a bad thing. I'm going to stick with custom rather than personalized because Etsy's putting personalized into designed by me instead of made by me. It's not a bad thing, but it's just what I'm going with. I do like handcrafted as well. I've never thought to use that. And it's unique, so it's given me some ideas, and it's definitely showing me let's start keyword stuff with something that wasn't working with keyword stuffing, basically. So my tags. here is definitely a problem. I've got one word tags. Now, this one is my shop name. That's not a problem having a one word tag there. It's a long name. I could possibly fit in another word, but it's not a big deal. But Scotland, just by itself, Scotland, made in Scotland, Scotland, Scottish, Scottish dog. Yeah. And when we look at the competition, again, to see more details on the search trends and everything, you have to update. But this is good enough to have a wee look at. If there's no competition at all, it's unlikely there's much of a search volume, if we're totally honest. And here is a test I was doing that is clearly a spelling error. I really need to undo that. So, yes, let's not. I need to add attributes. My materials are fine. I'm happy with that. Categories fine. Description, I can work on that. But we've identified this little fellow. We've seen there's things wrong with it. So should we make this a little bit better? I really think we should. So we can go edit listing here. And this is going to take me into my shop manager. And let's work on this. Let's work on the most important things first. Well, I think I can add. Yes, we can add alt text. Let's see if it sticks. It doesn't always with Etsy. Grey. Oops. So you're not looking to keyword stuff your alt text, but at the same time, definitely explain what the item is. So by explaining what the item is, you do get some keywords in there. So it's a needle felted Cairn Terrier dog. It's facing down and to the left and it's on the fingers of a hand. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll go with that. But that's the kind of things you're wanting to be adding to something so that a partially sighted person, when they see the picture, it helps them. It's not necessarily for a blind person. It helps blind people as well, but partially sighted, if you're explaining what's where and where it's facing, they can sort of start to, it helps them be able to see what it is, basically, or at least they know where the item is to see, does that vase match the colours in my room or something. But anyway, so we've added some alt text. I'm not going to do everything just now while you're watching me. I don't have videos on this computer. I will add some videos later. And we did say another big issue was there's no attributes. It's a bit of a pain, but because it's a custom thing, what's your primary colour? But anyway, we'll go with grey. And the size is really important. It's usually about 4 inches. There was a glitch with inches on Etsy a little while ago with the units. It was changing, but it seems to be working by height of about 4 inches and depth, let's say 3 inches. It's a custom made thing, so I don't know. And the tags, let's get rid of Scotland and change it for Made in Scot. There we go, that's a better tag already. Scottish breeds, why not? So Cairn Terrier. So used all tags. I've improved it slightly. I haven't searched for if these keywords are any good yet. I've not done any kind of keyword research, and you don't always have to, because sometimes you can find gold just with what's in your head. I'll come back to this later. Excuse I, let's add, I also use glass eyes. So let's add that. Adding love is probably very childish, but it makes me happy. And the other thing, we did not like this title all that much. So where did it? Okay. Custom needle felt cairn terrier dog. I'm going to keep this small size. I want to add sculpture as well. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I was going to go off and be all flowery, but you don't want to put too much descriptions. But made in Scotland might be a search term. Dog sculpture, custom dog sculpture, they all could be search terms. Let's check. I've got sculpture, I've got made in Scotland. See if everything's in my tags that I need. Sculpture, yes. Have we got Cairn Terrier? I didn't mess that up, did I? Cairn Terrier. Yeah. I think there's a fair amount in there because bear in mind, I said needle felt dog was my superstar keyword, although I've broken it up with having Cairn Terrier in the middle. But I've got needle felt dog, Cairn Terrier dog for anyone searching for a specific breed, dog sculpture. Scottish dog, that would probably count. It probably understands Scotland and Scottish. So I think we've got a lot in there. I don't have more images on this computer. I think we're doing okay. Let's publish the changes there. And we're going to go back to the listing audit tool and add title changed from, I should still be able to grab this just now. Yes, nice. Hadn't remembered to do that. So to remind myself, one word tags removed. Can't type. So I've just reminded myself, what else did I find? Well, I've just reminded myself of some of the things I've changed here. So I've got my notes. That's just a reminder because I am shocking at remembering these things. And then what you can do, we were at a C grade. If I refresh the listing, have I improved this? Who knows? Let's have a look. No, I've not improved it. Has it actually? But yes, I have improved. It's still a C listing, but it's a higher C. What have I missed out on? Keywords at the start of the title. Yeah, I need more photos. I haven't got alt text in all of them. Yes. Okay, I'm happy with that. And what I'm going to do, where did I put him? Not going to find him there. Let's just go back to here. Edit listing. What I'm going to do, because it doesn't hurt. How do you do that now on Etsy? How do you do that on the new thing? I'm trying to relist. Renew. So want to just renew this. So that gives it a little bump in search because it's not had much love at all in a very long time. So I've just refreshed the listing. So it was saying last updated. Yeah, last updated. I've just changed it, but it was to expire in August. If I refresh this, it should now say it's expiring November. There we go. So we've updated things. Oh, and it obviously took the grade a little while to catch on. I was surprised with that. Okay, so the grade takes a minute to recalculate. So I've taken him from a C grade to an A grade. More happy with that. We can see when I changed it, what I was thinking when I changed it. So fingers crossed. I mean, is this my best sculpture in the whole world? No, is this my best listing? No, but fingers crossed it'll be a little more improved. So that's something any of you want to do. If you don't need to use eRank, you can go through and find your least performing listing, but it's a bit easier on eRank. If you have an upgraded account, again, easier again. So if that's something if you have that account, then go ahead and use it. But if you've never used eRank, you can sign up free forever account and just do what I did. So I totally recommend upgrade a listing that was doing terribly. I'm going to go back and add more photos and a video and stuff to that when I'm on a different computer. But yeah, so first day of ETC summer camp. That's what we decided to did. So if you're joining in, let me know if you changed a listing. And we'll keep an eye, and hopefully over the summer we can make our shops better. I hope you're joining me for this.